My name is Ian Stryker-Schenker. I'm from EBM Computing, and my talk today is on big data. As you all know, big data is changing how science is done. Big data is a revolutionary way of doing things. You know, the best way to describe big data would be that it takes us closer to reality. Now we don't need to rely on models and theories. We can learn the models from the data. And in this sense, we can say that big data is practical rather than theoretical. We apply Bayesian stats to the data. We have huge computing resources at our disposal. And we finally get to learn what's really happening in the world out there. Without any false modesty, our ultimate aim is to predict everything. After all, we have the computing resources, the nifty programming frameworks to do that, basically.
What a crock of shite!
What are you talking about? This is great.
So by now, I hope it's clear why big data is going to change everything. So finally, I want to say, big data is big. It will solve everything. It will get rid of the imperfect, the slow, and the laborious way of doing science.
Hang on a minute, I thought this was about science rather than joining a bloody cult.
And yes, before I forget, we at EBM Computing provide comprehensive consultation services for all kinds of big data projects. Now, any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. You talked about unbiased observations and data. I want you to do something for me, if you would humor me, please.
Sure thing. And if I can't do it, I'll ask my data scientists with their big data servers to do it for you. Haha.
Fun, eh? Anyway, here's what I want you to do for me, yeah? Ready? Just observe.
Observe what?
My point exactly. Anyway, let's move forward. Let's assume you managed to collect all the data in this room, yeah? Whatever that means, by the way. You said you can learn the model from the data, right? Let's see. What would you be able to learn from this data? Perhaps, for example, you'll be able to model how men with facial hair tend to sit in the front rows, or maybe that younger people tend to sit in the back rows, with some exceptions. What exactly would you model?
Nandayo! Even if what you say is true, we can still test our models with the data. We need the data. We need the data. We are sick of your theories. We need the data.
Hang on a minute. I'm all for data. But it's absurd to test your models against big data. That's why we do experiments. If we didn't do experiments and tested everything according to the big data out there, everything down to basic physics would be falsified. That's why we do experiments, and in fields where we can't do experiments, even there, the data should be guided by the theory.
Are you saying we don't need data? Is that what you are saying?
No, sir, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is no such thing as unbiased data. Secondly, what I'm saying is you do not test your theories against big data, against all kinds of noise.
You, sir, are a Luddite. You're nothing but Luddite. You're afraid of big data because it's new.
Hang on a minute. I'm not afraid of new things. All I'm saying is that we should be careful of making big claims, right? We know what's happened in the past. We know what happened with AI and all those big claims. That's all I'm saying.
You're right, but we're so very careful at EBM, We do epidemic tracking, we have made all kinds of useful applications. It is all very useful, don't you think?
Look, I'm not saying it's not useful, yeah? All I'm saying is...
For the shame, sir, for the shame. You're incorrigible. For the shame, sir.
Nandayo! Luddite, Philistine, idiot.
Old-fashioned fool. Why, Dave, why? We were having so much fun. Why? Boo, boo.
Et tu, Brutus? Et tu? Well, as the late Bengali poet Tagore said, walk alone. If they hear not your call, walk alone, walk alone, walk alone.